Friends, how are you? This is Igor Pechkovsky with Windermere Bellevue Commons, your trusted advisor on the east side and Seattle metro area. Today we have September market update. This video will be probably quite shorter than my usual videos for a few reasons. Number one, I was vacationing in Italy over the last 2.5 weeks and I just got back and I have no clue what's going on with the market. But jokes aside, we will bombard through numbers. There are not too many of them, and the reason why this video will be probably shorter because usually August, and our numbers are usually trailing 1 month behind, right? Because September is not over yet. So August traditionally is a bit of a slower month. Like people are vacationing, they are getting ready to go back to school. They're out of town quite a lot. It's the last month of summer, right? So there are not too many changes, but there are a few good significant numbers that I like to show. And in the end of this video, I'll have my top 3 thoughts. I wrote them down right here that I want you to leave you with. So let's go. Let's make it painless. Let's have fun. And please like, subscribe. It's not that hard. If you like this video, and if you don't like it, you should subscribe either way. Okay, let's go. So friends, I had coffee. Let's go. I'm not gonna mumble. I promise. If I mumble, write it down in the comment below. Okay, so the east side. Let's start with the amount of inventory. 1.6 months, as you could see. 1.6 months. Last month we had 2.1, right? So inventory decreased by half of a month, which is significant. Why did it decrease? Hard to say. Is it August? Probably, but it went down a bit, which is, great if you're the seller, but still plenty of inventory. 1.6 is great compared to what we experienced in the last 2 years. Median is interesting. $1.35 million for the median price. If you've been watching my videos closely over the last few months, I was saying that I believe that the price, because at the peak we were at 1.7, which is huge, right? So we went down. I said that I believe the bottom will be at 1.3, that we still have a bit of room to go. So 135 is definitely getting there. As you could see, it's 4% year-over-year appreciation, which if we have 4 or 5% annual appreciation, I'm a happy animal with that. We'll take it. 20% year-over-year, not normal. 4% is just fine. But so far, it was a 5% reduction months over months. So we dropped another 5%. The interest rates does its trick, right? And we're at 1.35, which my prediction still is the bottom at 1.3. We'll see what happens by the end of the year, but that's where we stand. And if we look at the August numbers over asking, obviously, as I said at the beginning, August is a bit odd. People are vacationing, it's slower. So we had average days on market still 5 days. That's nuts to me, right? We're talking about more inventory and all of it, but 5 days is very short time. 13% of homes sell over asking. Percentage of the houses that sold price change before the sale increased from 36 to 47, but still the market is doing just fine. We have 30% sold below list price and 10% at list price and 13% above asking. If you're the buyer, you got to realize one single thing. Every buyer is looking for a perfect home. Isn't it true? It is. If you're the buyer, you're looking for the property that is in top 13%. So that's something important to understand, that for the right property, if it priced well, if it smells good and looks really, really good, you still might be in multiple offers, but definitely activity been slower on the east side. With that being said, let's see what Seattle did in the month of August. So let's go to Seattle, my friends. What I'm doing with my hands. Let's go to Seattle. Whew. Anyhow, coffee is kicking. So 1.4 months of inventory. It also dropped, I think it was 1.7 or 1.8 in the month of August. So it's better than 0.7 year over year. It's double, but still it's low, but better than last year for sure. Median 6% up year over year at 927. The median price still reduced by, I believe, 4% months over months. We're still up 6% year over year. But that's a thing. If you, as I say, been watching my videos before, Seattle didn't have such a sharp increase in values as Bellevue was, and I was making fun of it, like a year ago or every month. But now it's holding on stronger to its values. It doesn't drop as significantly. The median at a peak was about $1 million. Now it's 927. It's just doing just fine. And as you could see, there are still 26% of homes sell over asking. 5 days average in market. Median difference from the list price is 3%. The numbers are relatively consistent months over months. Not much to say here. Seattle is doing just fine. Well, and back to Snohomish County. I want to say my favorite. It isn't my favorite. It's just fine. So, Snohomish County, 1.3 months of inventory. All right. So 1 month, guys, it's really low, right? Like 0.4 of a month is really low, but 1.3 months is still a seller's market. When people ask me like, "Hey, Igor, how's the market?" My response is market is just fine. And when I say that, it's not like I don't know what I'm talking about. It's going to be normal, right? Selling a house in 3 days is not normal. We got used to it like it's normal, but it isn't. Selling a house in 20 or 30 days is normal. 1.3 months of inventory is still a short inventory, but of course it's better than 0.4 of a month. And this inventory also decreased. I believe last month was like 1.7. So we have a decent, okay inventory in Snohomish County. It's not a city, it's a county we're talking about. The median is still up 8% year over year, 750. It's like 3% down months over months. So it got reduced a bit. And when it comes to over asking, we still have 19% going over asking months over months. As I said, August being slower just for the fact because that's what August is. August and December, these are the slowest months in a year. August is the slowest. So I think the Snohomish County is doing just fine. And with that being said, I told you we'll be quick with today's videos. Let's go and wrap it up with my genius thoughts of what I want to share with you. So friends, to wrap it up, let me know how you like this video so far, right? I've been vacationing. I think I got a little tan. Let me know how I look. Please like, subscribe. How you like this video? It's been quite a break, so I'm trying my best here. And let's just go and talk about the top 3 things that I have. Number 1, interest rates go up. Today is September 21st. The Federal Reserve got together today. They just announced a few hours ago another 0.75% increase of federal rate. What does it mean? It doesn't necessarily mean that the mortgage rate will increase, but it doesn't seem like it's going down just yet. My prediction was, and maybe still is, that we shall see Q1, Q2 of next year when the rates will start going down. But so far, they're a little over 6%, like 6.25. It's pretty high. That will definitely influence the market, right? Because the rate goes correlated with the price. That monthly payment need to be affordable so buyers can actually act, right? The higher the rate, the lower the price. So the rates definitely make impact on price, as you know already. The second thing is a little bit contradictory when I say it, but it's kind of a good thing. What I mean by that. So when economy doesn't increasing the interest rates, meaning that our economy is doing just fine, it's doing good actually, you guys, and I mean it. Think about this. In 2020, when the end of the world came, the Fed slashed federal rates to 0. They just said like it's 0, like it's just boom, like they brought big bazooka and they said it will go down to 0. Meaning when times are bad, they decrease the rate to stimulate the economy. When times are good and when they feel like they can, they will increase the rate. It means that we're not doing as bad as you think we are. When you compare to Europe, I just came from Italy. My friend, he just bought a condo I have a childhood friend that lives there. His interest rate, and it was a government program too, but his interest rate for 30-year fix was 1.4%. Think about it, 1.4. I don't know what their regular rate is, but Europe already, because with the war in Ukraine and all other stuff that's going on in the world, they already reducing their rates while we are still increasing our rates, meaning that we still can increase. And with that being said, it meaning that we can weather this. Like, they're not gonna break the market, because when things will start going sideways, they of course will start reducing the rate, which will pump the market back again. So I really want you to think about that, because it just makes sense of what they're doing. They're just trying to slow down the spending, to slow down the velocity of money to cool off an inflation. And our economy, compared to the rest of the world, is doing just fine, is doing good. Does that make sense? Would you agree? Anyhow, the thing number 3, if you completely disregarded what I just said on my point 2, that increasing the rate is good, focus on the property. If you're the buyer, you gotta find the property that are in that top 13% that will get multiple offers, meaning a good property, because you wanna buy a great property. You wanna buy the best perfect property, don't you, right? Focus on the property. The thing is, finding a great property is not as easy as you think. It's actually pretty hard, because we have more inventory, but it's not really great inventory. It's just a bunch of houses that hadn't been remodeled and just been thrown in the market, right? So finding a great house is the key. The thing is, if you get a deal, I always say the same thing to you guys. Lock the price. You cannot change the price. You will refinance at some point. It's a matter of when. So focus on the property. And if you're the seller, same goes to you. Focus on the property as well. You cannot control the market. You don't know where rates going up, down, sideways, whatever the offer you will get, but you can control the effort. We're having a few listings coming up. We want to make sure that that's the best listing, priced well, looks great, remodel if possible, service definitely, to make sure that the buyers come in, they look at it, they fall in love with it, and they don't have to think about where things are. They just make an offer because that's the best house they had seen. That's what you should do if you are the seller. Anyhow, my friends, that is it. I think I mumbled a little bit in the end, but I hope you hear me, because I always speak the truth. Like, that's exactly what I think, and I think that's the right thing that I'm trying to tell you. So please let me know how you like this video. Sorry if I maybe run a little bit longer than I said at the beginning I did, but numbers look good. We're here to serve you. We'll see how the end of September will go. Your trusted advisor, Igor Pachkovsky with Windermere Bellevue Commons. Like, subscribe, let me know you watched this video. I appreciate you all. See you soon. Bye-bye.